Okay, this experiment we were looking at which gas traps heat the best, carbon dioxide or air. And for the experiment we used this tank, which was full of black sand. And what we did with the tank, to make carbon dioxide, we got some baking soda, which we put inside the tank in a petri dish, and then we added vinegar to the baking soda. I'll show you. And when you add vinegar to baking soda, you get lots of bubbles of carbon dioxide gas, and the carbon dioxide gas filled the tank. So we now have a tank filled with carbon dioxide gas. We put a thermometer inside this tank. We taped it inside. I'm not going to tape it right now, I'm just going to show you. So the thermometer was inside. We also shone a light inside the tank, and this will be our light. The light was actually on. And what happens here is the light shines onto the black sand. The light gets absorbed by the black sand and turns to heat. So after 5 minutes, we measured the temperature before we turned the light on, and we measured the temperature after we turned the light off after 5 minutes. We then emptied out the carbon dioxide and filled the tank with air and did exactly the same experiment, measuring the temperature before we turned the light on and 5 minutes after we turned the light off. And then we collected class data, and what we found, so this was our setup right here. Looking at the class data, we found that the change in temperature in carbon dioxide was higher than the change in temperature for air. And that's because carbon dioxide is much better at trapping heat than air is. Our next experiment was, where does the carbon dioxide come from? So scientists believe that we're increasing the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is called a greenhouse gas, and that's because it behaves like the glass in a greenhouse in the atmosphere, because it's very good at trapping the heat in the atmosphere. And what we did for this experiment, we have a probe. This is our carbon dioxide probe. We measured the amount of carbon dioxide in air in the room. We measured the amount of carbon dioxide in our breath. We then burnt, using this setup here, we burnt a number of substances. So we did first of all air and human breath, and when we burnt a candle here. So the candle was placed under this big tube, and then the probe was at the top of the tube to measure the carbon dioxide coming from the candle. We burnt a candle, we burnt gasoline, we burnt propane gas, we burnt wood, and many other substances. All of these substances produced carbon dioxide. And so when the human population, our breath has a lot of carbon dioxide. So because the number of humans is increasing in the world, we're getting more carbon dioxide from humans. Gasoline produces carbon dioxide. There's many, many cars on the road producing carbon dioxide. We use oil or gas to heat our homes. Burning oil and gas produces carbon dioxide. Most common way to make electricity is burning fossil fuels, coal, gas or oil. So most of the time when we turn electricity on, we are producing carbon dioxide. So these are the main areas: burning things like fossil fuels, so that gas from a Bunsen burner, gas from gasoline, gas from oil, gas from coal. When we burn fossil fuels, we produce carbon dioxide.